you're just gonna tell us about Gaines and Travell in class. You sparring with them, you've seen their techniques and all that, and how they're, gonna be great fighters one day.
Okay. You know, the cool thing is with Gaines, like Gaines actually comes from a different like athletic background. He was a swimmer actually, which is kind of crazy. Like you wouldn't think that a swimmer would translate so well into fighter, and he's making a real good transition. Like I've heard Master Mehrdad talk, like basketball players or football players, they kind of make better fighters because of their footwork. But the one loss I have as an MMA fighter was against a guy who was a swimmer, and I made the mistake of thinking, this guy's in a pool all day. I mean, what's he gonna do? And, that guy beat me. But Gaines is strong. Like his stamina is real good. He's got tons of dedication. I think all those years of him competing as a competitive swimmer, man, he taught him how to train. Like he's in here all the time. He's got tons of will. I've socked Gaines like square in his nose before, and he's right back in like the next round, like, wow, man, take the night off. Your nose is bleeding. He's like, nah, I'm good. You know what I mean? So, I can only applaud somebody like that. You know what I mean? Like the sparring part's kind of like the not so fun. You know what I mean? Like you got to do the fighting part's great, but the sparring, getting beat up left and right, it's not really good. Gaines got like this thing for it. He likes it. It's awesome. So Gaines, man, Gaines, sky's the limit for him, man. He's doing the right thing. He's with Master Mehrdad going through, amateur fights, and he technically has a loss, but that first fight that he lost, he gave it to this dude so bad with the Muay Thai clinch. The guy's stomach was all red. So I mean, in my eyes, Gaines is 2-0. Travell, he's a whole different story, man. Travell's got ridiculously good skills, man. He keeps his hands up like at all times. Never really. He's a great counter puncher. I've sparred Travell, I don't know how many times, bunch, and normally I like to dictate a pace if I'm sparring somebody, and it kind of like plays right into him because he's a great counter puncher. He waits for me to throw a punch. He'll hit me back. His kicks are lightning quick. And getting back to his defense, man, like it's almost like he's a Mike Tyson type of, like, he keeps himself compact and stays low and keeps his hands in and just uncoils quick, man. He's a quick fighter, and it's obvious why he's still undefeated because it's just guy's on top of what he does, man. The guy's got great abilities, dedicated, strong, and off the bat, he was given a really good of a hand of cards on who he was genetically. The guy's just a great fighter, man. The guy's definitely gonna go places. Where they are, I don't know, but places is where he's going, that's for sure. And in terms of sparring him, man, like he's for me in here, like Master Mehrdad, like he's my weight. So but he hits like ridiculously hard. So it's like it's a little different. Like Travell's so fast. I get a chance to spar Travell. It's like, going against a dude who's so much quicker. You just eat punches, kicks. It's good stuff. I mean, good times. So, both those guys are great, and they're doing the right thing. They're going through amateur ranks, just one after another, and both guys got title fights coming up. So, the guys are definitely going to do great, for sure.
Tell us about them as individuals.
Well, Gaines is like a Southern boy, man. He's really laid back. For some reason, I could see Gaines when he's an old man, like sipping tea on a front porch and just shooting raccoons or something. I don't know, man. He's like a real like country boy, and he's cool, so laid back. Travell, man, is just is really charismatic. He's a bouncer at a big nightclub, man. He's real well at talking to people. And whatnot. Got real charismatic. He's a funny dude, and he's got a real good sense of humor in terms of like just so funny the stuff I say to Travell while we're sparring. While we're actually sparring, I like getting in his ear verbally just to try to get him to laugh. Maybe I can get him to drop his hands for a second, sneak in a cheap shot. But he's a hilarious dude. Both the dudes are real good dudes, man. Real good dudes.
Anything funny that's ever happened in training with Travell or Gaines?
Well, yeah, actually, Gaines throws these knees so good. Like, there's been a couple times I just haven't worn my cup. Like sparring with Gaines, I've eaten them bad sometimes, man. I mean, Gaines, one day I'm not gonna have a kid. I'm coming looking for you personally because I know you've damaged me. Travell just just it's kind of funny like to say like funny stuff sparring with Travell. Like I was just kind of like touching on a little bit, which is I just like to get in his ear verbally. Like it's not so smart. I should be breathing, but instead I'm just flapping my gums. I'm pretty good at flapping my gums. So, stuff with Travell, man. Just and what's funny is the club that he works at. I actually used to work at a long time ago. Same building and stuff. Same owners all own it. So like we know a lot of the same people, even though we've only known each other for about a year. We know a lot of the same people. So I got like pretty funny stories about the building that he works in. So we always like to throw funny stuff back and forth about, and that club's so much better now. When I worked in, it was a dump. Now he works in like the best club in the area. So I'm kind of, it kind of rubs it into me a little bit. I was working with the lower grade. Now he's on upper echelon, eating sushi, and Kobe steaks and all that good stuff, man. The guy's got it good right now. Got it good. I was hitting the hot dog stand at the same club when they had the hot dog stand. Great, that's what I was getting. All beef Franks.
What?
No, it's great. It's funny. It's the same building, but they renovated it, vamped it up a little bit, and like it was a little lower. I don't want to say lower. It still had great time there, but they had a hot dog stand out front. Now it's like they got like these restaurants, sushis, tapas bars. All the women coming in there now. It's like I picked the wrong time to work at that bar, but it's good. So yeah, he gets sushi. I was eating the butts and the lips or whatever of the beef, if that's what they put in those hot dogs. I don't know. Could have been goat hoof for all I know. I don't know what they were putting in it.
Tell us about their technique. Like, how are they technical?
Well, all right. In terms of technique, like Gaines is like he plods a little bit more, like a traditional Muay Thai style where he kind of sits back, and he's got long arms. Gaines got a real long reach, so he looks to get like a clinch and put knees. Like I was saying, like he has a loss on his amateur record, which was a win. I don't know. The referees must have been. I don't know what the fight they were watching, but the guy that he fought, he hit with in the amateur fights. They got the headgear. And Gaines, in the midst of clinching with this guy's headgear, got turned, so he couldn't even see. He's in there like this. And he didn't matter. I lost my voice. I wasn't even in the corner. I was just sitting like right out front. And everyone was just yelling, just keep throwing knees. And Gaines, with his headpiece turned where he can't see, just laying knees into this guy. It was so good. And that happened like 3 times in the fight. So in terms of, you can go back to like funny stuff. Like that to me was my defining moment with Gaines, because that was his first fight. I had never seen Gaines in action except for sparring, and when we're sparring, no one's looking to like kill each other. You know what I mean? We're all friends. We're in the same school, so we're all looking to keep ourselves healthy at first. But when you're gonna go fight somebody, it's a little bit different. You know what I mean? Like I actually saw like the eye of the tiger come over Gaines. I'm coming out. I'm like, wow, Gaines is ready to go, and he wound up giving this dude like. It must have been like at least 150 knees to the stomach. This guy's stomach was so beat. I don't know how we lost that fight, but Gaines, in my eyes, man, you definitely won that fight. Like I was telling you, like Raging Bull Joe Pesci, let that guy leave first because you did all the damage in that fight. Travell, in terms of Travell, he man, the dude's just he wants to fight. He knows he can fight, and he's going about it the right way, which means he's going right through the amateur ranks, building up all these fights, fighting. A couple fights ago, he fought a dude. I think Travell's probably like 190 pounds, 195 pounds. He fought a dude who was like my size. He was like, because he couldn't find too many people for him to fight. No one wants to fight a dude who's like undefeated, 8-0. You know what I mean? 9-0. So he fought a dude who was like my weight, and the dude, he beat him in that fight, and he stepped up, fought a big dude. Speaking of which, if that big dude's watching the fight right now, I'd love you to turn pro, because I'd like to fight you myself, man, because he was kind of running his mouth on the way out of the ring. But, Travell gave it to that dude real well. He's fighting pretty much everybody that wants to get in his way, and he's going to keep winning. And even in the thing is, with him going through amateurs, even if he doesn't win a fight, which I don't want to try to jinx him or anything like that, I think he's going to win pretty much every fight he goes into. If he applies himself, he's going to win. Still, just having that, it's kind of like the old UFC type fights where it was a 185 pounder versus a 400 pounder. Like, he's just, hey, you want me to fight this big guy? I'm going to go fight him right now. You know what I mean? Like, I'll figure out a way to beat him. So you know, Travell's just he's a stud, man. Dude's a tough dude. What else you got for me?